Hi, my name is Karen Scale. This video is based on an article I wrote about how to deal with your internal saboteur. Now, everyone has a saboteur inside of them. The purpose of our saboteur is to keep us safe, to resist change, and to stop us missing out on parts of our lives. Just to give you an idea of the kind of forms that saboteur-like behaviour comes in, because it comes in various different guises, it's important to simply notice these behaviours in ourselves. So I'd like to give you some examples of some of the most common ones. The first common one is the notion of procrastination, which many of us do. We tend to put off the difficult stuff. We don't go for something in case we're going to fail. We lack confidence. We might have inertia, apathy. We can expect disappointments. We can allow ourselves to be distracted. We can feel confused. So those are some of the ways that we can procrastinate. We can put other people first. We cannot ask for support. We cannot say no. We can do too much. We can be driven. We can get overwhelmed. We can allow ourselves to have poor time management. We cannot believe in ourselves. We can let other people dominate us. We can have a need to be perfect. We can beat ourselves up. We can use negative self-talk. We can be impulsive. We can give up too soon. And the list goes on. You must have your own ways, I'm sure, of sabotaging your behaviour. So if you recognise these behaviours in yourself, don't despair. There are many different ways that we can use to disarm our saboteurs. The first thing that I would recommend is you start by making your saboteur your friend. Just accept these behaviours as normal. Everybody does them in their own different ways. You may even be able to laugh at them, which is a really good idea. Bring lightness to the situation. Next, it can be really helpful to set an intention of being willing and open to change. Tune into your saboteur and have a conversation with him, her, or it. You can do this by writing using your non-dominant hand. You can have a direct conversation in your imagination, or you can do chair work. What that means is you switch chairs, so in one chair you become yourself, in the other chair you become your saboteur, and you have a dialogue with your saboteur, finding out information that will be helpful for you. So the way to do that is start by asking your saboteur his or her name. How does he or she identify himself? A common way a saboteur can identify him or herself is by his or her behaviour. For example, does he show up as victim? Is he showing up as a rescuer? A victim might say, "Help me." A rescuer might say, "I'll look after you." You can ask a range of different questions. The sort of things that you can ask might include, what are you here for? What are the positive payoffs of your behaviour? And what shall I do? When you've got the answers, you can take the necessary action. If you don't get any specific answers, a guess will often be bang on. I'd like to give you an example of a story of a client to show how saboteur behaviour can show up and how a dialogue can be useful. So this is the story of Fran. That's not her real name. She started a business which she enjoyed, but she took on too much work and she tended to agree to whatever deadlines her clients wanted. Before long, she had put on an enormous amount of weight. When she asked her saboteur what all of this was about, the answer came back. She was given a bigger body as she would feel more powerful, and so she could register her discontent. All she needed to do was to say no to so much work, to insist on reasonable deadlines, and explain to her clients why this was so beneficial for them, to delegate her work to her team, and ensure all of this would bring more respect into her life. Her clients would get better work and her weight would drop off again. So she put all of this into action, and lo and behold, her weight did drop off. Can I invite you to do the same for yourself? When you have the answers, say thank you to your saboteur. Surround this part of yourself with the most compassionate parts of yourself. Your understanding, your compassion, your caring, and your love. Start practicing positive self-talk. Start to use affirmations from now on. Use these processes whenever you need to. I promise you, they work really well.